Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lindsey Anderson and we're doing an AMA today. So all questions are available. I'm an open book. We can talk about, mostly what you should be asking about is how can I generate more sales right now before the holidays, set up a system that will take me past 2025, and how do I really generate more sales from social media in this economy with AI, with the amount of competitors out there, with how the real economy has changed online. Things that used to work are no longer working as effectively as they should. And so what is working now? And the answer, okay, yes, this is an AMA, Ask Me Anything. Emily's here to write down all of the questions. We're on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook as well as Instagram. So nice to see you guys. And it's a difficult situation. Okay. I've seen this. I run an agency, a digital marketing agency, as well as a consultancy. And so with all of my clients, it happens across the board is that things are different than they used to be. You used to be able to host a launch, be able to take people from cold to close in about 10 days if you set it up right. But now people are really thinking through their buying decisions. The sale is slower. They need a whole lot more know, like, and trust in order for them to actually invest. And the pandemic really shook things up because people were working from home. You had a whole bunch of people leave corporate. You had a whole bunch of doctors quit. You had a whole bunch of these professionals flooding the market. People threw their money out to these individuals and maybe got less subpar results. And so the whole buyers on the other side, okay, they are looking at your competitors and they are really weighing out who they want to be their service professional, whether that be your insurance or you sell homes or you are an expert or you want to be a speaker or what you want to sell coaching and consulting. It's the same across the board. And so the time is now to do this. If you think things are going to get better after the election, you're wrong. If you think that you'll wait till after Christmas or after the holidays to take this seriously, you'll be too late. The time is now to really dive in, look at your business and develop those systems that will allow you to win now and get sales right now before Christmas and into the new year. Imagine how you're going to feel when you set up systems, social media systems in your business, and you're generating high quality leads from social media and you're closing them week after week. And you go into the holidays being like, oh, I have a system. I'm going to enjoy the holidays. I already made more money this quarter than I had, okay, before in this quarter, any other year. And I am going to, and I can look forward to a new year where I actually have a system that's going to help me sell. And that's through social media. You have unlimited leads on social media, unlimited, hey, everybody, nice to see you, unlimited ways to get in front of more of the right people. Your answer is social media. Now, today, this is my final AMA. We've been hosting a live workshop for those. I see a lot of people here. For those individuals that are new, we've been hosting a workshop where I go over my method, how to post on social to attract a high quality client, how to host what's called an invite only event on rinse and repeat. This is the best marketing tool you'll ever develop is a high quality problem centric masterclass that you give on rinse and repeat that you don't always have to recreate, but you know it works. You can pull this thing out of your back pocket anytime you need sales. And sales calls. How do you handle yourself on sales calls? Are you prepared? Do you have a script? How do you walk the buyer through what you need to know and what they need to know to see if they're even a good fit for you? And this is my system. We've been going over this over the course of the past 8 days. And today, okay, applications are now open to work with myself and my team. I've been doing this for 20 years. I run a digital marketing agency. We have a wide array of programs we can help you with. We have done for you programs where we do your social media for you and help create an audience of high quality buyers. all the way through done some courses and coaching and consulting that I can offer you. And so if you want to generate high quality leads on social media and have a system that will close them into clients, I offer you to hop on hey, nice to see you guys. Thank you for the comments. Hop on and apply for a complimentary call with me. This is called a social media sales surge session. It is with me. Now we ask you to apply because it's not a good fit for everyone. You have to be at a certain place in your business and in your life in order for that call to be of use to you. But if you hit apply and maybe you're not a good fit for the call, we'll make sure that we'll give you the next step. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know what your next step should be. And if you're a good fit for that call, then you and we will get in on a 50-minute social media surge strategy session call. We'll discuss who is your ideal client, where to find them online, what to post online to attract more of them, and how to close those individuals into your specific programs or whatever you are selling. As long as you are a service-based business owner and you're selling, we work really well with real estate agents and insurance agents, speakers, coaches, consultants, those kind of individuals. We can help. The system is just perfect for you. It works. It's rinse and repeat. It's powerful, and it really can change your business and help you build this business that isn't just chaos where you're fighting fires and throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping and praying that you can get some sales in. No, this is like a real thing that you do that will generate those sales and help you build a legacy business, a business that will afford you more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. And spoiler alert on that call. Hey, everybody, nice to see you guys. Spoiler alert on that call. I am not for everyone. If you've been watching this workshop, you know that I am a truth teller. And it's something that when I find the right people who want to work with me, they really excel because my team and we don't hold back. We know that some of the opinions, the very educated opinions, because we have 50 years of combined experience, like we know what we're talking about, and we let you know what it is. We're truth tellers. We might tell you stuff you don't like. We might tell you stuff that will make you go like this, but if you can take our feedback and our direct approach, it's really how you're going to get to where you want your business and your sales and your social media to be ASAP. So if you don't want to beat around the bush and you want to talk to a truth teller that will tell you like it is, where your gaps are, where your wishful thinking is going to get you in trouble, where your pricing isn't enough, where your strategy isn't going to get you to where you want. If you want those kind of answers in a straightforward way, make sure you fill out this application by going to lindseya.com/apply. Once those calendar appointments are gone, they are gone. They are gone. Okay. So we start today on our AMA, and of course, those individuals who are there listening, love to see you guys on social media. You guys get priority treatment than the questions that were asked. And the first question, I'm going to start with a Netflix question today. Okay. We get a lot of Netflix questions. I was recently on Netflix. I was on a reality show. It was a really awesome and amazing experience. The question here was, Lindsey, what was my favorite part of that experience? Now, I like certain reality shows. I like the puzzle one. So I watch a lot of Big Brother. I also I watch a lot of like traders and those kind of things, like social games. I love these. And I'd watched Big Brother for 20 years. And so actually going into the house and seeing the exact cameras that I'd watched for 20 years, 3 times a week in the summer on Big Brother, it was crazy. Like, it's wild to live in that, like a little like alternate reality going on there. So I really enjoyed that. Like, wow, this is weird to be on this side of something I had watched for so long. But if I really had to name my favorite part of that entire experience, it would be the people. I went in to, for those that don't know, I went in and it was 12 different people from all different walks of life, ages, religions, belief systems, backgrounds, just so different, these individuals. And we had a choice to make. We could either all get along and make it to the end. All 12 of us can split this money, or there'll be a series of games and reasons why you want to vote people out and end the game by taking all of the money. So that was the premise of the game. Now, suffice it to say, not all of us made it out alive. Spoiler alert, I made it 7 out of 8 episodes, the last 2 being named after me. Go watch it. It's called The Trust on Netflix. But my favorite part of the entire experience was the people. Meeting 12 people from all walks of life, spending 3 full weeks with them in a very gorgeous, amazing, beautiful house in the Dominican Republic, getting to know them. And I mean, I would call all of them friends at this point. Okay. If any of them or want to talk to me or reach out, like I talked to several of them, but like I will consider them lifelong friends is what I'm trying to say. And that's really special. And I really, really enjoyed that part of it. So there's your Netflix question for today's AMA. So the next question we got going on here, looks like this question is coming up, which is, Lindsey, where do low cost offers come into play? Low cost offers. Man, this is the biggest myth around selling stuff online. You think it's easier to sell low cost offers. You think that all you need to do is like, it's going to be easy enough to close 100 people at $50. And that's going to be, 50. I mean, you got to close more than that. Like even the math doesn't make sense here. You don't want to be serving 100 people at $50 a month because that's going to be very time consuming. The retention rate is going to be really, really low, lower than you think. They're not going to get results. Like people paying $50 a month is not going to drive high quality results. So people will probably drop out. And the most important thing about selling low cost is this, okay? Is you have to put as much work. And I know you're not going to believe me. I'm going to back up. You have to put as much work, marketing, understanding your niching, your positioning, and your messaging of your ideal client for a low cost item as you do for a high ticket item. Period. It is not easier to sell. It is not better. Okay. You have to make way more sales on that than you do for a high ticket offer. That's going to produce better results, bring you more ROI, and allow you to actually get these really great testimonials that will fuel your growth. So do not fall for the low cost offer trap. It is a trap. It is a trick. It does not work. Memberships don't work. Okay. These things don't work as well as you think because you have to have so many leads to actually fill this thing that it is pretty much impossible for anybody. And what will happen is people will say, well, you have a high ticket offer and a $59 monthly membership offer. I'm just going to take you up on that $59 because I really just want to talk to you once a month anyway. So it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea all day. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hey, new faces. Love to see you. We are here at the AMA. Ask me anything about selling on selling high ticket services on social media. Make sure you apply to work with us. Go to lindsaya.com/apply. That's an application to get on a one-on-one call with me. If you're a good fit, and I think that would be a good use of our time, you and I will get on a complimentary call and I will share with you your gaps, okay? What you are missing in order to make this business a reality for you. All you need to do is head over to lindsaya.com/apply. Fill that out. Let's get on a call. If you're not a good fit for the call, we'll make sure you have the next step. Fill out that form. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you. Next question. Lindsey, what do I post on social media to attract clients? Now, isn't this the question of the hour? What do I post? What do I post? My social media is not producing any clients. What do I do? Now, This harkens, I like that word, harkens back to being on Netflix. There's two kinds of posters on social media. There is influencers and there is business owners. And if you don't know and have a clear distinction of these two types of individuals, you're going to be posting a little bit of both, and it's not going to work out that great for you. Most people approach social media from an influencer perspective. You think you're Kim Kardashian, you want to share all this personal stuff about you, and you can probably share that stuff and get a lot of eyeballs on it. But will you get the positioning and the respect and be able to talk to your clients' pain points on social media when you're showing up like an influencer? No. Influencers are paid for the eyeballs that they draw, and then they sell affiliate programs or those kind of things based on them being an influencer. But if you want to sell your services on social media, you have to be prepared to be showing up as a business owner and not an influencer. And this is really boiled down to 4 different things. Now, I'm going to tell you the 4 things you need to be posting on social to be a business owner and to generate more sales. But you have to understand this influencer business owner thing. It's for real. When I was on Netflix, as I mentioned, these really 12 great people, a lot of them were social media influencers, many having social media followings that was 4 or 5 times mine. But after talking to them, you realize that they are unable to effectively monetize that following. They always think that if I wait around long enough, people will throw their money at me. And it's just not the case. You want to be posting like a business owner to actually make sales. And so being on Netflix really brought this into focus. Now, the 4 things you need posting on social media in order to generate more sales, and then Rose, I'm going to get to your question. Thank you so much for asking, is 4 things. VEMS, vibe, kind of like what your brand is, how you talk to people, like what your vibe is, and a couple of personal things about you. We don't need to be sharing a ton of personal things. We just need to be sharing a couple. I recommend 3. My 3 personal things that make me a human online and not just a business owner, okay, is my personal wellness journey. I'm the mother of 3 children, so I'm a busy mother of 3, as well as I'm from Portland, Oregon. It is the most beautiful state, okay? I mean, I'm lucky that way because it is the most beautiful. I don't want anyone arguing. So vibe, then experience. We got to be getting those testimonials out there. What is it like to work with you? You want to put these in a story. So it's like it just got off with a VIP client who has spoken on some of the largest stages and is working to monetize all of this work he's doing on stage. And he had the following question. So you want to say your experience encapsulated in a story. So that's vibe, experience, methodology. You want to be productizing what you do, which means I walk you through a step-by-step system. It is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. When you buy a house with me, we follow the HOME system, HOME. Because when you productize your process, then people put their trust in the process. And you don't have to garner so much personal trust, which is hard these days. It's hard. And then finally, S for skills. What is it you do? Like, what are some special things you know? This is where like tips and tricks. It's where a lot of people go on social media. You share a lot of tips and tricks, but because you're not sharing thems, then people just see you as, oh, this is a tips and tricks account, not as a serious person who wants business. So thems, vibe, experience, methodology, and skills. Okay, question from Rose. I'm curious to know if you know of a better way to ask Facebook to merge 2 pages together. My business have merged, but they won't merge the pages. What else do you suggest? Yeah, gotta love Meta, huh, Rose? So that is very account based. It's so annoying. My next question for you would be, so you definitely want to dial into their support, which is lackluster, but I would definitely attempt it there, Rose. But the next thing would be, okay, how many follow, because like this happens a lot. Like people get blocked out of their pages and there's like all these kind of things. And so merging pages, Rose, is what I would do is really look at that. Like how many followers, are they engaged? What is this going to cost me to actually like just get rid of both of those pages and just do it right. And then maybe you could run a couple of ads traffic for some likes and follows. Because dealing with Meta, it's almost impossible. And I hate to even break that to you, Rose, but what I want, the parting words today in response is, you don't want to be fighting this a year from now. You know, like, you want to get on with it. There's not a lot you can do if you feel very stuck here. So if there's a couple hundred on each, maybe you just cancel them and you start a brand new one. Okay. Yeah. No response, Rose says. Rose, let me know the follower count or what your concern is. Okay. Because you could also be making posts over there and getting new people to the page. This could open up some conversations for you to have with people. You could definitely try that. Hey, everybody, nice to see you. All right, we have another question. It's not possible. We'll delete one page. There you go, Rose. It might be possible, Rose, but like, if you haven't figured it out by now you're just like, there is no magic word because the software is always changing. Meta is not helpful, and people will just get stuck here forever. So I say, make a choice and move on. That's going to be the best bet. Okay. Next up is, I'm an expert doctor. I left my practice. I'm good at what I do. Why isn't my business going better? Well, that's a loaded question. Hey, everybody, nice to see you. Yes, frustrating. Moving on. Love to see it. Hey, everybody, nice to see you guys. Well, that's a loaded question. Being an expert doctor who left their practice, why isn't your business going any better? Well, let me speak because I work with a lot of doctors, actually. And really a couple of things that doctors struggle with. And I don't know if this applies to you, but I'll just tell you what I know since you're not here having a conversation with me. Is doctors, you are used to putting on like the white coat and the stethoscope. In any room that you walk into, you get automatic respect. Okay. And you're kind of used to things kind of being laid out. You went through like a lot of school, and being an entrepreneur and a business owner and being okay to like make mistakes and to learn from your mistakes and to be imperfect. I have found that some doctors can really struggle with this. And so if I were to make a guess, okay, number one, you're probably trying to be too perfect when you're posting content online. And you're used to people just automatically respecting you because you're a doctor. But right now you're just online like everybody else. And this is like doing a mind trick to you. You don't like it. But the key is to understand that this is happening, to understand that you just need to be posting on social media. You got to get the reps in, you guys. Okay. Like, you got to do 100 reps of social media for this to start working, for it to be comfortable, for you to have the practice. And so as a doctor, I recommend you just do like a 30-day challenge on this content thing and virtual networking and black booking that I talked about in my workshop. And you will see that things will start working better for you. Now, if I were to say another reason why you mentioned here, why isn't my business going better, is typically that's because you just don't have the triple S's. And I covered this in my workshop. You have to have the triple S's for business. If you don't have these, you're going to be in chaos. You're going to constantly be fighting fires, and it's going to really suck. So the 3 S's are, you need a strategy, obviously. What am I doing in the short term to get sales? What am I doing in the long term to make sure 9, 12, 16 months from now, I'm still getting sales? So you have to have both a short term and a long term strategy here, and they have to work in tandem. And it can't just be like post on social media, hope it works. No, we're talking like a real long-term strategy. How do I post on social? What am I saying? Is this attracting the right customer? How am I getting them off of social and making sales? So you need a strategy. Please do not just guess this and think that it will just come to me. The second thing that you need is a system. And systems are repeatable tasks that you're doing every day or that your team can do, but it is like documented tasks. This is what I do. Regardless of how I feel today, business can be a real emotional situation. Like, systems are the only way you're going to overcome that, because you have things to do. And regardless if you're feeling shy or if you're feeling like not being rejected or whatever, the system happens like clockwork. It's a machine. So you have to have these systems to get out of chaos mode. It's the only way you're going to scale your time and your team's time. And then the third thing is a focus on sales. People run these businesses for a lot of reasons. Many of them are ego-based. You like to be on stage and for people to be like, you are awesome. I love you. Some people are just born to like be in front of people and inspire. And that's going to keep you small in business if you let your ego take over. If you being in front of people and vanity metrics and what people think of you, and you don't ever want to be showing up less than perfect, it's going to keep you small. And you're going to let your ego drive that, when the thing that should be driving your entire business is sales. Business is already difficult because you have to be good at operations and sales and marketing and customer service. And you have to be good at like all the stuff for you to fly. But then you have taxes on top of that, okay? Makes it 33% harder to do all of that. So there's not a lot of wiggle room when it comes to profitability and making sales. Like you can't just guess and get there. It'd be like trying to take a plane from California to New York without a map and just like, I'm going to point it in the general direction and really hope I get there. Know this, business is complicated and you need help for you as a doctor, no matter how smart you are, for you to also think you are an expert business person that people have multiple years of experience, multiple books have been written about, people go get MBAs. For you to think, yeah, I can just figure this out and have a multi-million-dollar business, no problem. It's not going to happen. That's wishful thinking. I know you feel like it's going to happen, but unless you take action and you actually care about sales, I got on a tangent there, but sales is number one. Ego out, sales in. Because if you're not focused on sales, you're not making that money, you're not driving that revenue, you're not playing the game of business. And the game of business is sales. Okay, so the 3 S's: strategy, systems, and sales. So thank you guys so much for these questions. I love doing these AMAs. I've really enjoyed this workshop sharing with you what it takes to build an online social media following that converts to sales. It's been a real pleasure. Now, one more time on this, applications are now open to work with myself and my team. Just head over to lindseya.com/apply. Fill out that application. If you're a good fit to get on a one-on-one call with me, we'll invite you for that sales surge strategy session. Otherwise, we will let you know what your next best step is. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm going to let you know that next step. Again, the time to act is now. The election is coming up. Thanks, Emily, for dropping that in. Nice to see you guys. The election is coming up. Then you got Christmas. Don't wait. Don't wait. The time is now to take action, because there will always be something else that you're waiting for. And it's those business owners and those individuals that act now that will reap the multiple rewards on the other side. So head over to lindseya.com/apply. And I look forward to seeing you on those calls. A big congratulations to everybody who has already signed up to work with us. It's time to do this the right way. It can be hard to work with us. I will mention that. I'm not for everybody. It can be hard. We are very, very direct. So if that's the kind of info you're looking for and you're ready just to implement and leave your ego at the door, make sure you fill out that application. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. So nice to see you guys. And we'll see you on those calls. lindseya.com/apply.